Hey fam, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Robert Anton here, robertanton.com, coming to you with your no frills commentary from a singer. And let me tell you, oh, so much was going on. We got a hurricane over here, Hurricane Sandy. I ain't barely been out of the house. Well, I ain't been out of the house at all today. And yesterday I only went down to the corner store. Right now the wind is blowing. They doing all kind of stuff on television and they're not playing The Voice. But thank goodness for my Twitter followers. Let me tell you, I put out a little blast and tried to figure out where I was going to be watching The Voice because I was about to give up on it. And I just want to quickly shout out on Twitter PD504 and Goober Snatch, because they sent me links where I could watch The Voice and I am so appreciative. I thank you so much. See, you better recognize them some good folks. So if you on Twitter, you better follow them because they know what they doing. Alright, so let's get right into the commentary. Tonight we started the knockout rounds, and this is probably going to be a long one. So, the knockout rounds began, and half of the teams will be leaving today. I was kind of surprised that they did it right after each performance, just like the battle rounds. So, TeamCeelo and TeamAdam were performing tonight, and Carson hinted in the voiceover that each judge isn't necessarily guaranteed a place in the final. So, I don't know what that's about. That is something new that we are again going to find out about. You know, they're trying to throw stuff at us to keep us jumping, keep us guessing, and keep it exciting. And right now for me, it has been very exciting. What about for you? We started out with TeamAdam performing the first hour, and the first up we had Jocelyn Rivera versus Kayla Nevarez. Jocelyn Rivera did Love on Top by Beyonce, and she had a really nice sound on this and was performing the song well to the audience. I really liked how she was taking it out to the audience, and she even sounded a little like Beyonce in a few places in the song. I was waiting on the key changes and they didn't happen, so that was kind of disappointing, but I thought she did a really good job. Kayla Nevarez did Shark in the Water by V.V. Brown, and she has such a nice sound and vibe. I think she has just a little bit of advantage from watching. You know, the second person gets to watch the first person while sitting on stage. They see what's going on, so they can kind of bump their game up if they're smart. They can try to think about what they're going to do a little differently to make it more exciting. So I thought she had just a little bit of an advantage. Blake said Kayla played it safer and Jocelyn took more chances. And Adam chose Jocelyn because she did take more chances. These are all TeamAdam, and I naturally wrote in my notes TeamAdam each time because I don't know what they're going to be doing, so I'm just switching it up. So we head up next, Joe Kirkland versus Bryan Keith. Joe Kirkland did Mean by Taylor Swift. This was a very interesting choice, but I really heard it in his voice. As soon as he started doing it, it really sounded like it was his song. He made it his own, and he really put his own spin on it. I couldn't even hear her sound in it, so I thought it was very nicely done. I thought he had nice intensity to it, and it sounded like it was his own song. Bryan Keith did Everything I Do It For You by Bryan Adams, and the girls started screaming when he started this song. Boy, they're like, ah! Anyway, so I love the gruffness in his voice, and he got more screams when he hit one of the big notes near the end, and that was pretty sweet. Xtina said she was feeling both on different levels, and CeeLo said he'd go with Bryan. Adam chose Bryan, and Christina said he stole it with one note. Next up was Amanda Brown versus Michelle Brooks-Thompson. Amanda chose Paris Oh La La by Grace Potter, and she was working the sexy diva with this. I was like, go ahead girl. She started out, she was giving the looks and the body language and everything was all there. Her voice was on point, and she was really playing with the audience and making it hot. I wrote making it hot because she really did. Just fierce. I don't know if the song really showed off her true voice though, because she seems to have so much more. From her Mariah Carey performance, she has so much more, and this was more of a playful kind of almost Eartha Kitt type thing she was doing, but like in a rock vein. But she sounded really great on it, and that I think is what is most important. Michelle Brooks-Thompson did Spotlight by Jennifer Hudson. Love that song, love Jennifer. She also had a great sound to me and some big notes, but I felt like Amanda's fierceness was just a little better, and she felt a little forced in places to me. You know, it felt like she could have laid out a little bit. She was kind of pushing it a little bit much. She was going for it though, and she hit a really big, nice high note near the end, and Blake and Christina were like, you know, ooh, okay. So Blake said, damn. And Michelle just kicked in the door. Christina said Amanda has great voice control, and CeeLo said Michelle won today. But Adam chose Amanda because she showed him more promise as an artist and thinking outside of the box with her song choice. Next we had Team Adam's Lauren Allred versus Nicole Nelson. And Lauren Allred did You Know I'm No Good by Amy Winehouse. I wrote, this is another one whose sound I like so much. Just the sound of her voice, the tenor, the timbre, the tone, just so gorgeous to me. She kind of had to dumb down her voice a bit in the beginning to me, but she seemed to be rocking out with it after a while, and the higher notes were so natural and so pure. She had Christina bobbing her head in approval, and the crowd were on their feet when she finished. Nicole Nelson did If I Ain't Got You by Alicia Keys, and I felt like she should have chose a bigger song when she announced this, but she really brought some beauty and power to this song. I like the contrast between the verse and the chorus, and the lyrical ending was just so pretty. I wrote that was so sweet. If you are enjoying the commentary, make sure to thumb this up for me. Thumb it up, thumb it up, thumb it up, and let me know that you are watching, that you engaged, and that you are enjoying yourself. Blake said Lauren became what they were looking for and he'd pick her. CeeLo said Nicole's voice is like a mother's love. Ah, that's so nice. Adam chose Lauren, and he said she astonished him in this performance and she really took command of the show. And I agree. I was just so surprised by just like, especially the top notes when she brought just so much control and so much beauty. And it was just a lot of depth to it that she added, and I really, really enjoyed that. Nicole, I love Nicole. I'm sorry, I really do. But I agree with this choice. Next we had Melanie Martinez versus Sam James, and Melanie did Bulletproof by Roux. And I wrote, and you know she had to put her spin on this, and it fit her voice very, very well. I thought the verse was better than the chorus, and it had more character and represented her better. Sam James did Walking in Memphis, Bruce Springsteen. And this song is pretty straightforward and he pretty much handled it that way. I liked his nice solid sound and the simple approach, though it wasn't very exciting to me, and he kind of squashed the moment where it goes into kind of like a gospel-y feel. It could have been so much more, and he really didn't make it epic for me. Blake said he picked Sam. Christina said it's haunting when Melanie sings, and she chose her. Adam chose Melanie, though he seemed to be a little disappointed with both of them. Her for letting her nerves get to her, and him for not reaching outside of his comfort zone and really like giving us a wow moment. This is Robert Antime, robertantime.com. Make sure to check out my So You Want to Be a Singer series right here on YouTube, and also my originals playlist. I am out. Same jam.